Coming up in the morning edition, we have reaction to a decision by Standard & Poor's to lower the country's credit rating. Also,
it will be able to accommodate 300 to 400 passengers per hour.
What action is being taken to upgrade airport services on Grand Bahama? And
walk through the area and identify those that are really in need, in dire need, and are the most vulnerable of the community.
How service organizations are reaching out to residents. Stay with us. These stories and much more when Morning Edition returns.
First. It's more than just our name, more than just our achievements. It's our nature, and it's where we put our customers. At Bahamas First, we've refreshed our look, but our nature remains the same. We design insurance solutions that protect our customers from life's uncertainties, whatever they may be. We equip you for the future so that you can recover stronger. Bahamas First, what's first for you comes first for us.
We're here to help you. We're here to hold your hand. We're here to support you.
I think it's everyone who sacrifices their life to serve the needs of others are all heroes.
So we all just kind of get together and do what's right for our patients.
The human connection is what bonds all of us. I'm truly proud to be part of the Pineapple family.
What matters most is your health. Be proactive about it.
Morning, I'm Desmond Saunders. As you wake up this Friday, expect more cloudy weather with scattered showers likely. At the moment, high pressure is weakening across the islands with a prefrontal trough in the extreme northwestern islands. Also, a strong tropical wave will move near the southeastern Bahamas. We should also tell you that weather conditions not making it favorable for beachgoers. Current conditions in Nassau, 77 degrees under sunny skies, winds south-southeast, 6 miles per hour. The humidity, 94%. The pressure, 29.99 degrees Celsius. Here's your extended forecast and general outlook for the days ahead. The Morning Edition returns after this break.
During this pandemic, it is our duty to ensure that all citizens, residents, and visitors are adhering to the COVID-19 safety protocols. Not wearing a face mask is an offense and is liable on summary conviction to a fine of $200 or a term of 1 month imprisonment or both fine and imprisonment. I am Ambassador Jasmine Scott of the COVID-19 Enforcement Unit. Save a life that may be your own.
This message brought to you by the Ministry of National Security in conjunction with the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
The ZNS community page now has its own home on Channel 230. Be sure to tune into this channel to see informative notices, funeral announcements, birthday greetings, and much, much more. So watch the ZNS community channel today on Cable 230.
Traffic in some areas should be building at this hour. Our Lloyd Allen and team on the streets.
The traffic report is sponsored by Bahamas First. First in insurance. Today, tomorrow.
Good morning, Desmond, and good morning, Bahamas. Well, I know, of course, like myself, many persons have been looking forward to this day, and it's finally here. It's Friday. Giving you an initial look at your traffic report today. We're reporting to you from Mackey Street. This is just opposite the Super Value Food Store. Already, as I've observed this morning, traffic is flowing nice and smoothly, no obstructions. And so, of course, if drivers need to utilize this area, they can do so smoothly and without any hiccups. This morning, we're also speaking with Prince Dean Jr. from the Royal Bahamas Police Force Traffic Division, who's giving us an initial update on overnight traffic.
Good morning, Lloyd. Good morning, Bahamas. Over the 24-hour period, we had 8 traffic accidents. One of those including persons with injuries. However, the other 7 with vehicle damage only. We have 7 persons at this time reference to traffic accident victims.
Now, Constable Dean, of course, we know that restrictions have been lightened somewhat for the weekend. Many persons are expecting increased movement over the weekend. What advice can you offer to motorists as they approach the weekend and toward Saturday and Sunday?
I advise all motorists that there's no need to rush. The restrictions have been lightened for your convenience. Please use this road wisely. However, be courteous to other road users and please watch over other persons who are taking their necessary precautions to be safe on the road.
Now, earlier this week, one of your officers gave us a reminder that many times approaching that curfew hour, again, remind us of those hours, but we notice that many drivers tend to rush during that time, and we want to give them a reminder to really get themselves in order before that time.
Yes, we advise you that you take about an hour or 45 minutes the most. Don't rush. An hour, 45 minutes to get home, because you have other users on the road at that time and you feel as if the road is free to you, and that could cause a traffic accident while you're proceeding home.
And so, of course, you've gotten the reminder that you need to be mindful of other drivers as you're making your rounds around town. Don't wait until the last minute to head on home. Give yourself about an hour, as Constable Dean said, to avoid any rushing or any possible collisions. That's been a look at your Friday, your TGI, your Friday traffic report from Mackey Street. For the morning edition, Lloyd Allen, ZNS Network News.
Coming in this morning to the country's further downgrade, the Ministry of Finance acknowledges a position of S&P Global Rating, which decided to lower the Bahamas' credit rating from BB to BB minus based on the fallout from the COVID-19 pandemic. A statement issued last night indicated that the decline in tourism receipts as a result of the important and necessary reinstatement of curfews and lockdowns and the delayed reopening of the tourism sector caused larger than expected deviations from established fiscal targets, which were among the key factors influencing the rating agency's decision. Minister of Finance, Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Peter Turnquist, emphasized that the government remains committed to meaningful public finance reform. He indicated that government has accelerated legislative reforms to strengthen the country's fiscal framework and is following through on structural reforms in the coming months to significantly strengthen accountability and transparency in fiscal and procurement matters. The finance release also noted government is currently reviewing the report submitted by the Economic Recovery Committee, including a broad range of proposed reforms and recommendations intended to seed new industries and economic opportunities and expand existing ones, make the Bahamas more attractive for domestic and international investment, and make certain bureaucratic systems function more efficiently. Meantime, in Grand Bahama, residents remain concerned about the current state of the international airport and the continued deterioration of the domestic terminal. Minister of State for the island, the Honorable Tracy Thompson, says the government is currently in discussion with Hutchinson Ports and the Grand Bahama Port Authority to determine the best way forward.
In the interim, a temporary structure is indeed open and is fully functional, operating regular daily international and domestic flights. However, in addition to the existing facility, which is now open, work continues to proceed on the expansion of the temporary facility. This new facility is 8,500 square feet, which adds to the existing 8,200 square feet facility. Once completed, there will be 350 seats in total in the facility. It will have a new combined custom and immigration department, and it will be able to accommodate 300 to 400 passengers per hour. It is now currently 85% completed.
Now, in light of those 38 newly reported COVID cases on Grand Bahama, Thompson says that he has been in contact with the chairman of the Grand Bahama COVID-19 Task Force, Dr. Frank Bartlett. He noted that the team is currently conducting contact tracing as well as additional investigations on the ground.
They will provide the necessary recommendations, and once they provide the necessary recommendations, it will be provided to the cabinet. A decision will be taken, and the competent authority will then make the final decision after consultations with and recommendations from the medical team and cabinet, and then those decisions would be made. So I would not want to preempt any of those decisions that are being made, but just simply say that on-the-ground investigations are being done presently, and I'm sure the appropriate action is going to be taken afterward.
Police on Grand Bahama are actively investigating the discovery of a badly decomposed body of a male in the area of Queens Cove yesterday. That discovery made shortly after 4 p.m. through a track road. Investigating officers are awaiting a report from the pathologist to determine the exact cause of death and the identification of the male. Well, still to come, we'll see efforts underway to relieve the flooding in Pinewood Gardens.
This public service announcement was brought to you by the Magistrates Court, Canoe, and the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
Let's stay COVID-free. Remember the 3 S's: sanitize, social distance, and stay inside.
Welcome back. A partnership of several local organizations making life a bit easier for 100 households in the Yellow Elder community. Residents in that community showed up at the Tom Bird Park to receive their parcels.
Oh, and when they came to my house and they give me the coupon, I was like, wow. You know, and I really, really appreciate them for this.
All people may see the pandemic as something that is negative and poses a challenge. We see it as an opportunity as Rotarians to dig deep and to reach out deep and provide that extra bit of help. And so we felt that this would go a long way in showing people in the community that we care.
Make no mistake about it. These partnerships are very important to the social well-being of our nation. A lot of people are hurting, and we recognize this.
We're more than delighted to be a part of this, considering the fact that a lot of our customers come from the community of Yellow Elder.
You know, the cost of living is so high, trying to keep up with your bills and trying to make sure your children have everything that they need, trying to keep the internet on, the light on, so I really appreciate this.
Help on the way for over 5,000 Pinewood Garden residents who for years have been plagued with chronic flooding issues. Area Representative Ruben Ramming outlining plans to bring much needed relief.
But over the last 3 years, in constant engagement with the Ministry of Public Works, there has been a plan that has been accepted, and in this year's budget passed, there had been allotted funds for the pilot testing of the flood remediation system. And we must understand, although Pinewood is very popular for flooding, Pinewood is not the only place that have this vexing problem. What we're going to be doing in the constituency is that on Friday, we have a Zoom meeting for constituents where persons for the Ministry of Public Works will come and give the presentation as related to the flooding, so persons can know that there's actually a real tangible program that is being worked on, agreed to, and now tested in New Providence to roll out. And any test done in New Providence of this program is a reflection for Pinewood, because that means that the help and hope is literally on the way.
For hundreds of students enrolled at the University of the Bahamas, virtual learning is not only the new norm, but the only option for up to 90% of classes. This morning, our Lloyd Allen has a one-on-one with a freshman on his college journey so far.
Today we're speaking with Michael Prescott. He's a college freshman who says that he's been experiencing some challenges as a result of virtual learning.
As it relates to the college life, it was a big step from the high school life coming directly into the college scene with no smooth transition. Because as we all know, since March, we were just catapulted into the COVID life. At the end of my high school year, it was kind of an eye-opener on what is really happening. I didn't get the full experience I wanted, the full experience I needed. But in the virtual platform, it only made the work harder.
Paint a picture for us about how your experience was in high school.
Before COVID-19, we had the opportunity to say, okay, I'm going to this teacher. Let me ask the teacher for help before class. Let me ask the teacher for help like lunchtime. We had that type of relationship with our teachers, whereas we could just go to them, just pop up in their class and say, hey, Miss So-and-so, I need a little bit of assistance with this. Going into the COVID part of it, all of that was just taken away from us.
What kind of learner would you say that you are?
I am a kinesthetic learner because I need to be in an actual class setting in order for me to be able to function to my full capacity. It's different when you have teachers teaching in a virtual setting because they can't necessarily reach out to you and go one-on-one.
If you could request or have it your way, how would you like to see things change right now?
If that one barrier was torn down, I would want the universities and the high schools, everyone just to accept the students and have certain precautions installed.
As a college student, would you say that the virtual environment is affecting your performance when it comes down to the nitty-gritty of your grades?
Yes. As a student, I perform my best in class. I am not used to staying at home all day.
Michael is among over 1,600 freshmen at the University of the Bahamas starting their college career on the virtual platform. While this avenue may not be ideal, college officials say they continue to do their best to assist students like Michael. UB Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Maria Woodside-Oriaki, explained several online resources have been made available for the over 1,200 courses offered this semester.
University of the Bahamas, through the Office of Academic Affairs, continues to facilitate a teaching and learning environment that enriches and engages our students and support the on-time progress towards degree completion. That high-quality courses in modalities suitable to student learning outcomes must continue to be available to all students despite the limitations of physical and social distancing.
Lloyd Allen, ZNS Network News.
You're watching The Morning Edition. We are live on location after this break.
We, the body of the Bahamas Association of Medical Technologists, or BAMAT, offer this pronouncement because our celebratory activities were suspended. We wish to say thank you to all essential healthcare workers, police and defense force officers, and to encourage the youth of this nation to seek out fields in the medical laboratory profession, and to let you know that this is a viable option for a successful and rewarding career. Scholarships are available through the Ministries of Health and Education to help you reach your goals. This announcement is brought to you by the Bahamas Association of Medical Technologists in conjunction with the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
Let's get it right, Bahamas. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay 6 feet apart. Remember to always practice physical distancing.
This public service announcement was brought to you by the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture and this television station.
Well, as we enter the Christmas season, things will surely be different. Parties, festivals, and even junkanoo will not be the same. Charles Fisher speaks with a local entertainer this morning on just how different it will be.
Some Bahamians right now longing for those days when they could attend a festival, regatta, down-home concert, something to just get loose. The musicians, they too miss the vibe the crowd gives off, the electrical feeling. Hearing Dylan McKenzie, better known as D-Mac Expression, is definitely a miss.
I miss my people. I miss it. I mean, tremendously. You know, for me, that was the life. It's not just performing, it's getting out there, making people happy, and, you know, everybody, you know, especially in this time, I think we need this entertainment more than anything else because people are out there really, really hurting.
Some persons have experimented with the virtual concerts. It's good, but does not have that effect.
We are a business and we have something to offer, and that's how we make our money. Unless we find a way to monetize the virtual. Now, there are pay-per-view stuff that you can do. If we could get folks, you know, used to the pay-per-view concept, paying for the virtual, then yes, I see that. But not as it is. There's no stream of income coming into that. You can't really make money off just doing a virtual unless you kind of put out there and say, you know, put something on my PayPal account. But then that's up to the viewer if they can do it or if they're not going to do it. But something, if they really want to see you and you put it in a way that pay-per-view or whatever have you, then that's an opportunity for us to make some money.
When this COVID first started, musicians were already in the studio, ready to release new material.
We projected maybe 2-3 months. So we saying, you know, let's go ahead and start pushing this music so that we know within the next, let's say 2 to 3 months, things would bounce back and we would get kind of back into the stream of things. And at that time, we would have material. But, you know, as time moved on, we're now 7 months plus into this COVID-19 pandemic. And, you know, like I said, we don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. So we have to wait, even for some of the music and stuff that we have. We got to kind of hold back and wait to see exactly how things are going. Because if you release music in this time, you might get some digital downloads and you might get some streaming. You're not going to get any performances off of it. And so you got to hold back until things kind of kick off. Everybody's watching their dollars right now. And so to even talk about digital distribution, that is now taking a decline. And so we got to watch out for things.
For the morning edition, hopefully everything gets better. I'm Charles Fisher.
Well, today's upgrade in technology has made it possible for persons to move away from cash payments with the use of several devices. We join our Lloyd Allen at Super Value Food Store with more. Good morning, Lloyd.
Yes, good morning again, Desmond, and good morning, Bahamas. Today we're at Super Value on Mackey Street. I'm speaking with Adrienne McCarty. She's from Mobile Assist, and she's talking about a new feature that the company has introduced to really assist a lot of persons in light of COVID-19. Good morning. Welcome to the morning edition. And talk to us about Scan and Pay.
Good morning, Lloyd. Yes, this is Mobile Assist, and basically, you know, through COVID-19, we've had to turn things to go digital, and so one of our biggest features is Scan and Pay. So basically, it's an app. You download the Mobile Assist app, one word, you load your wallet, and then you're ready to scan the QR code at any Super Value location.
So once I've uploaded, say, $50 to my wallet, I see we have our stand-in today, Selena, who's also from Mobile Assist. Once I've uploaded my monies, I get my items from the store, I'm at the cash register. What happens next?
What happens next is you pull out your phone, you're ready to go. You touch the Mobile Assist app, you scan the Super Value QR code, and then you either decide, hey, there's actually a cashback feature if you also want to get your money out while paying for groceries. So you can press Pay Now and you get cash back, and then you're good to go.
Well, it seems very simple. Selena's at the cash register getting some creamer for her coffee. Selena, so how's the process going over there?
So we're going to start now just to show everybody how simple it is. So let's go and start and get scanned out, because you can't have a morning without coffee. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to click on my Scan and Pay. And what happens is an automatic QR code reader comes up on the phone. I'm going to scan. And then, as you see, the store automatically comes up. What's my amount, my darling? $5.48. $5.48. All right, so I'm going to put $5.48 in my app. It's a little difficult with the camera. I'm also going to request $10 cash back. I'm going to pay now, process the payment. You got that through? See, I got my receipt right here on my phone, right in real time. You got it? All right, so I'm going to get the $10. Forgot my grocery bag, but that's okay. Thank you. That's it.
Wow, so it seems as simple as that. So, of course, if you want to tap into this latest app, Mobile Assist is offering its newest feature, Scan and Pay. Just come to the food store, get what you need, and like Selena said, get cash back. What's this about $1,200?
You actually can win up to $1,200 in prizing. So now that I'm not eligible, but if I was a customer, a regular customer, I'd be eligible to win weekly prizes of $25 top-ups, Samsung phone and a tablet from Alive, and then a $500 gift certificate from Super Value.
Sounds awesome. I definitely need that new phone. Reporting for the morning edition, Lloyd Allen, ZNS Network News.
Thanks, Lloyd. Well, it's been an incredible week and a great morning. Thank you so much for joining us. On behalf of our entire team, I'm Desmond Saunders. Have a great weekend.